So with this show car, we address three main topics: personalization, connectivity, and third living space. So we start at home in our apartment. It's a smart home. So we configure the car, we choose our profile, we load the data from our smart home into the car, and this is done via face recognition. Means the person in the smart home stands in front of an hub which recognizes the person and connects the settings to this person, and now this person steps into the car, and we have a built-in driver monitor camera, and now the face recognition starts, and the personalization of the driver and his data are loaded down inside the car, and the user can now make use of his preferred interaction or interaction interface or user interface. So the car will be unlocked now, the steering wheel unfolds, and we have here an interesting feature. We have here an array, ultrasonic array, which defines the area in which we can interact with the car via gestures. So I will show you. With the swipe up gesture, we open the eye gaze feature, and you can focus on an icon and confirm it with the steering wheel button. And we are now very quick in another application, for example now music. And here we have the NeoSense display, means a touch display, giving an haptic feedback. So we can now detect the borders of buttons, we feel textures, and we feel also button presses, or here when we change the volume scale gives us a tactile feedback. And we can also, for example, here use gestures to jump very quickly from one track to another track, and also vice versa. So the next use case shows us the connectivity to the smart home. So we left this, we left our apartment with a window slightly open, and now a rain shower is coming, and the smart home informs us about this rain shower and also offers a solution, yeah, that our no rain comes inside our apartment. And we now confirm that the smart home should close the window blind, and we can observe this sitting in the car away from our smart home. So one example for the connectivity between our car and our smart home. We jump now to the next use case on the motorway. So we enter the highway, and as soon as we have done this, the car recognizes that it can offer autonomous driving.
Enter the highway.
And this is also indicated currently. This white M is for manual driving. We will get now a notification with a blue A that automated driving is available. Also the steering wheel buttons are flashing. So, and they have now use your both thumbs to activate the automated driving. So press those buttons for 3 seconds, and now we are in the automated driving mode. So we changed the icon to automated, and also the personalized interior lighting, ambient light changes to the automated mode. So, and to open up the third living space, we can fold the steering wheel, and we open now the third living space and move back and have a more convenient way to drive to our destination. And here we showcase our new kitchen assistant Mikey. So the Mikey is located in our weekend cabin, and I can contact Mikey via voice operation or voice commands and ask Mikey to send over some recipes, because we want to cook some dinner when we arrive at our weekend cabin. And it's also an easy way to take recipes in the pre-selection or dismiss it. So let's go slightly through this. And then I can bring the details into the center display, and I think we will go for the quiche and select the quiche, and then I can ask Mikey to send me the fridge content. So the BSH household appliances have the functionality that every time you close the door, a picture of the fridge content is uploaded into the cloud, and you can access it from everywhere to see what is available for your cooking in the evening. And we see there are some ingredients missing, and we ask Mikey to add those ingredients to the shopping list. We select our preferred delivery service and order the goods, so that they will arrive at the same time when we arrive our weekend cabin. So what we showcase now is the take-back scenario. When we reach the exit of the highway, we have to take over to drive manually. And we show now what happens when the user don't take over. So normal procedure is we open the steering wheel, we go back in the driving position, and normally we now take over. But if we don't, we have the first level of escalation indicated with this color and the output. Then the second escalation in red, and with the command that we have to take over now. And if we don't react, we have a countdown timer. So the last minute will be countdown, and we got an alert signal for the last 10 seconds, which is now happening. And if the driver doesn't react at all, the car is looking for a safe spot to park itself. So it means with our electronic horizon, we know what possibilities are ahead or in front of us to execute this safety stop. So and as soon as we now have reached this safety stop, we can press the steering wheel buttons again to continue in our story. So we can, during this escalation level, every time take over. Only for this showcase, to show it to the end, we have blocked this feature. So now you can use both thumbs again and touching those buttons for 3 seconds, and then we are driving manually.
Disengaged.
So I jump a little bit further in our story. So we are on the highway, and the car detects that there is some service required, and we accept this with pressing the green button on the steering wheel. And then we got some service station displayed, and because the driver is focused on the street, he can, with an easy gesture, bring this display content to the passenger display. The passenger can now choose a service station, send it back, and the driver can confirm and will then get a new route calculated. So please press this green button, and we get now the new route to our selected service station.
Take the next exit to the right and leave the
So
highway.
I will jump to the small village. So with our sensors in the car, we can detect other traffic participants. We have here now a bicycle rider, and we get a
Prepare
hint
to turn right.
that there is a bicycle rider. Also, when he's in our blind spot, we have a blind spot detection and feedback inside the car. And as soon as we stand still, we switch to the 3D surround view. Means here is now a red light indicated, means there's some other traffic participant outside, and I can just use the interface to see what's on the passenger side, what's on the driver side. So we are using for cameras front, back, left, right, stitch the images together and generate such a view where we can fly virtually around our car to see the obstacles. So as soon as we have interact with the system, we get a reminder that somebody is outside. And also outside is a reminder that the driver has to take care. And then as soon as the traffic light switches to green, we let the bicycle rider pass and then make our right turn and show now the community-based parking feature. Means the cars are scanning the streets about regarding available parking places, and the red ones are occupied, the green ones are close to our destination, the yellow ones are a little more far away, and also the pricing is color coded, so the green ones are cheaper than the yellow ones. And we now park in front of the service station. And we see also the e-bike station. So, but first of all, we want to see what kind of options we have in this smart city area. So we can charge our car, we have to pay a parking fee, and we can now rent an e-bike directly from inside the car and get another notification that a software update is available. We will also confirm this, and we are now ready to leave the car, and so I have to wait until this notification is finished. And we get now a list of services we have used during our trip, and we can pay those services with the Bosch Pay ecosystem. And there's a short video, means the driver gets a list of his services. He can decide which service he wants to pay now with the Bosch Pay ecosystem, and the amount is transferred into this system and then split off into the separate amounts, and every service gets now paid for his service. So it's an open system like Amazon Marketplace, open for car manufacturers, open for services like car service, parking services, charging services, or as I showed here, e-bike rental services. So everybody can participate and offer a service, and it's a really convenient way to use the service for both sides, the driver and the service supplier, that everybody gets his amount of money and every driver gets his desired service in the car. And the last thing is we send the profile, our personalization, to the e-bike cluster, and we can lock now the car and step out, and we are at the end of our user journey. So I think you have now enough material to cut. Will it be translated or?
Probably. Yeah, maybe it will be translated under the video.
Yeah, sure. As a klar.
In Slovakia, many people speak English very
well.
That's
also
so
good.
Should not be a problem for them to understand. Anyway, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
This thing with Rich, it sends you pictures.
Yeah. It's now the world is moving, and Bosch has so many business units like smart home, security technology, healthcare, household appliances, and also automotive parts. For my business, for example, my business unit is responsible for cluster instruments, head units, and we can combine everything and make a very good user experience. And that's what we showcase here, to come in a more detailed discussion with our customers. And let's see what comes up. A lot of things are already ready for series or are already in the field. For example, the 3D surround view is ready. NeoSense will come up next, and it depends now on the results of the customer discussions when we can see this in the upcoming cars.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You're welcome.